TAFCA 7 million, aka the American Family Caucus Alliance. When the true love between a male husband and female wife nurture children of good conscience into our society, then the American family has something to say. We, the people of 7 million families, want Americans to know the precious value of the family. Who are we? Welcome to the 7 million citizens concerned about the erosion of the traditional husband and wife, male and female family. If you are looking at this TAFCA video, you are a concerned citizen, and we welcome you to become part of this grassroots signature campaign called the American Family Caucus Alliance, TAFCA. We are committed to gather 7 million signatures of people concerned about the future of our society. At a national caucus, we will submit these signatures to presidential, congressional, and local candidates for 2016. The American Family Caucus Alliance is engaging in and encouraging conversations and activities to foster successful, healthy families. As a grassroots organization, TAFCA is not supporting any particular candidate, nor is it sponsored by any specific political organization or religion. All supported people are welcome to participate. What is the definition of a family? According to the governing principles of the universe, all things exist in complementary pairs, as an initiating subject and responsive object, thus continuing the existence of all life. When a family is comprised of a male husband and a female wife, they reflect the duality of the universe. Male and female children are meant to emulate the original blueprint as modeled by their parents. They can freely inherit the characteristics of either masculinity or femininity, centered on principled love. Dr. M.B. Doherty defines family. The family is a microcosm of the universe with the same matrix design. The human family is based on the same cosmic structure: a father, son, a mother, moon, and a child, earth. Family is the divine principle and the highest sacred structure in the universe. Charles R. Swindoll, theologian and author, defines family. The family is where you put down your first roots, where you form your most lasting impressions, where you put together the building blocks of your character, and where you determine whether you will view life through the eyes of prejudice or acceptance. Family is where you learn to laugh and where you are allowed to weep without losing respect. Family is where you learn how to share, how to relate, and how to treat other people. Reverend Swindoll continues, family is where you learn how to interpret your surroundings correctly. It is where you discover how to draw the line between right and wrong, and the family defines principled behavior for the whole. Dysfunctional families blur that line, and boundaries become unclear. Solid, secure families have a clear view of the difference, so that its members have little ethical confusion. Moral dilemmas will challenge us, but if we come from a family of healthy principles, we are seldom unclear about what is right or wrong. Dr. Doherty continues, universal principle love is the most powerful in all the universe and creation. Without love, there could be no life and no universe. Principled love is the energy that directs the law of attraction. Love is like honey. Love is like honey in that when it is not in its original realm and misused, the purpose and glory of the honey or love is lost when honey is not contained within. But the misuse of love is like honey spilled on a table. It is still honey, sweet and beautiful, but impossible to use in the state it is in. Someone looking at this honey for the first time may not know how to use it. If the honey is placed in a proper divans with instructions, then it could provide a beautiful and wonderful use. The impact of family in society. A 2002 Census Bureau survey shows a steady decline of traditional families since 1970. There are no principles of integrity in the absence of love. The core principle of human existence, the fundamental dynamic and purpose of love is family. Each realm is a different dimension of love and responsibility. The numbers 4 through 8 represent the realms of love critical to the guarantee, the maintenance, and continuation of a society. The number 4 represents grandparents, the original realm of love. The number 6 represents romance, the husband and wife's parental realm of love. The number 7 represents children and grandchildren's realm of love. The number 8 represents the extended family tree and ancestors who continue the lineage. Lay the number 8 on its side to represent infinity. The value of children, number 7. Life begins with intimate love between a man and a woman, which creates number 7 in our diagram. This becomes the most important number in the family to guarantee the continuation of the clan and lineage. Everyone stands in the position of number 7 when they are born. The number 7 transforms spouses into parents and in-laws into grandparents, and eternal lineage is formed through birth and adoption. Without such family units, the population will dwindle and eventually become extinct. The family unit is a universal design principle. Transformation of a couple to a family. When a man and woman marry, they refer to each other's parents as in-laws. The entire family relationship is based on marriage rather than blood lineage at this point. When said couple has a child, the parents of the couple suddenly become grandparents. There is no such term as grandparents-in-law because the child transforms the family into a family based on blood ties. This is why the number 7 within the family is so important. The number 7 transforms 6 individual people into one family unit. The family unit is based on the universal prime force matrix. There is a matrix in the universe called universal prime force. It keeps everything working in perfect order. Its perfection has not been matched by any human or machine. The human family is a microcosm of the principles of creation in action. It is energized by the most powerful force in the universe. This force is called principle love. The family is the beginning and provides growth, development, principles of integrity, physical, mental, and financial health and security, independence, and the education of love. Family multiplication provides continuation of life. The union of a family tree in just a few years extends to hundreds from 2 individuals. 8 core principles: loves, life, and lineage. The universe works in the same principle order as the family. Every planet is dependent upon others for its stability. In society, we have the basic 8 stages of life. Every level depends on the foundation of love, care, respect, and harmony for success. These are the building blocks for the culture of love, the world and its population, the nation and its resources, the culture and society, clan and community, children and family, husband and wife, and they all start with a man and a woman. A healthy family becomes a healthy society. We have the freedom to choose what we will become as adults. It is an unchanging reality, however, that every human being must come from a sperm of a male and the egg of a female. Families are the foundation and seeds for the continued existence of society. According to the census, married male and female couples are declining, while other types of families are on the increase. Higher consciousness of love and integrity. The highest consciousness of love is parents' and grandparents' love, which is unconditional, eternal love. Spousal consciousness of love is a love which lives for the sake of each other. Sibling consciousness of love is the foundation for an altruistic society. This structure is called the 4-position foundation, which creates harmony, love, joy, and beauty, and automatically continues to recreate itself. This is a divine principle. The principle of a 3-generation support system, or the GPC love. TAFCA helps families understand their intrinsic value as a family that embodies the 3 levels of love and responsibility. The GPC love of grandparents, parents, and children. Each member of the family is based on the ability to love within his or her position, function, and responsibility. Mission of the American Family Caucus Alliance is the families empowering families through 7 million signatures. Our mission is to obtain 7 million signatures calling for a national caucus to address the seriousness of the erosion of the traditional family that our country is facing. In the process of trying to get new concepts of family culture accepted, we are leaving behind the value of families with a male husband and a female wife. Without this traditional male-female relationship, the human race cannot sustain itself. Our children, the leaders of tomorrow, may be in great jeopardy. The next generation is our future. Families who practice these dynamics create a community that is safe and empowering. This is a type of community where all parents want to raise their children. The parents in these communities are committed to create a safe environment with good schools, guaranteeing a society with embracing, loving, nourishing attitudes and values. What is a healthy family? Children want and need an identity. They naturally want to belong and will adapt to fit into whatever group will embrace them, even if it is one of an unhealthy environment. Hence, it is vital for children to grow up in a healthy family environment with a strong identity centered on love. This is the reason adoption is so important. Children need love from parents. This image is a 3-generation family with adopted children. Results of unhealthy families, a financial burden. Ms. Pamela Yip reported a staggering 57% of modern, non-traditional families say they are making ends meet, struggling financially, or poor, a full 10% higher than their traditional family counterparts. 49% of non-traditional families say they live paycheck to paycheck versus 41% of traditional families, and another 25% are not saving any money at all. Divorce devastation. Family in America journals reveal taxpayers' cost of divorce and unwed childbearing, the first ever estimates for the nation and all 50 states. This comprehensive conservative report estimates family fragmentation costs taxpayers a minimum of $112 billion annually. Studies show that during a divorce, children suffer the greatest devastation. Not only can this be an economic stress, but an emotional instability that is reflected in their everyday lives. Even though divorce may be justified by an unsolvable situation, a marriage between a man and a woman must be based on unselfish love, living for the sake of others. The attraction of love, courtship, marriage, and family must all be centered on the principle of integrity or unselfish love. Stabilization of a family is represented by children resulting from a marriage. Note that after a divorce where there are no children, a family is dissolved and in-laws are no longer in-laws. However, when there are children, there is an eternal bond that cannot be broken. The in-laws may no longer be in-laws, but the divorced couple remain. The father and mother and in-laws remain grandparents. Ultimately, society carries the burden of broken families. It is shown that the parents and children of such families may become economically and emotionally unstable as well. When the parents and grandparents suffer a failure of unity, it remains that only the principles, true love, integrity, responsibility can keep the family together. Remember, the next generation is our future. Parents are responsible for creating their communities and societies in order to empower each child in achieving his or her greatest potential. All members of the family, including the extended family, are equally responsible to give and receive absolute love, faith, and trust to each other according to their capacity to love. Empowering a healthy society. The human family is the cornerstone of civilization, creativity, advancement, and the development of life. Human beings are the stewards of the environment. Society expects parents to educate their children about these important values. Our academic system should be designed to support parents in this endeavor from preschool through college. This guarantees a financial base and advances higher living standards in a society. Humanity is designed in a way that the next generation continues the advancement of civilization. Our nation's precious children, each born unique, are the guarantee that society will continue to develop a higher consciousness of love and principled ideas. This can best be achieved in an environment of married, male-female, healthy family culture of love. What can 7 million signatures do? TAFCA is providing an opportunity for you to make a difference in support of male-female couples, the beginning of the traditional family. TAFCA will recommend empowering educational programs that identify the purpose of a family, empower the critical role of each member in the family, and explain why the family is the cornerstone of society. TAFCA also has access to a support system of services that can assist the growth and development of children and parents from all walks of life toward the goal of a healthy family. We in the American Family Caucus Alliance understand there are no guarantees in life. However, if we practice true love and live with integrity, we will be successful. Goals. We are proud to be part of this nationwide 7 million signature campaign. We are gathering these signatures in preparation for the next presidential, congressional, and local elections. We are enrolling the support of civic and community leaders to protect the male-female married couples and their families. We are establishing focus groups throughout the country that will engage in discussions about the well-being of the traditional family as part of their campaign interests. Therefore, in support of TAFCA, a non-profit program, we are asking for your signature and a minimum of a $1 donation. Your donation will go towards the TAFCA National Caucus Assembly in Washington, D.C. The children thank you. Thank you for signing and supporting the empowerment, preservation, and life of the traditional family. Let's be the hope for America. Be a principled core family.